New segment starting.
Fair, come here. I'm gonna use you like a fucking phone dock. Just gonna sit on your lap. I got something behind me and something in help, you know, keep me in place.
Best scenario.
This is my good ending for Silent Hill. Phone dock ending.
Huh? What sound? Ah.
Rough.
And now the she-goths become more common enemies. I really do have to say, the best thing about Metroid Prime was the attention to detail of every little thing. Speaking of Metroid, I probably didn't use the missiles nearly as much as I probably could have gotten away with.
Oh, just worry I'd run out.
Open the door. None know if our temple, Kratom, will prove powerful enough to contain this evil forever. How can we show so hope for it to remain intact, when that which it guards writhes in the darkness, growing always stronger? The fate of this world rests with the gathering of the artifact we call Typhon. But even if it is not all-powerful, it is strong. Yes, Enchanted hole made of 12 lengths. Still, it is finite in its reach. He who guard it are slowly succumbing. When our vigilance crumbles away into madness, Cipher will be exposed, and the fate of Talon 4 will be beyond.
Look at you, destroying the environment.
Bah! Oh. There we go. Can you let me scan you, you son of a bitch?
No, it's part of the CIA. It won't let you. There's
Bah.
funny myself.
Huh. If I fucked that up hard, I'm gonna have to go back and get fixed up a bit. And we have our map room. Ba. You guys okay? Been
I'm
rather
alright.
quiet.
I'm just having trouble being awake. Last night was long.
You working from home?
Nope.
Just off? Oh, vacation?
No.
Bug was bitten.
I go into work in like an hour or two,
Oh.
but I had after hours maintenance for some of our internal servers and whatnot.
My measure of time right now is a little bit fucky-wucky.
I can't imagine why.
Because normally I'd have been on VR for a bit, and then I'd have come to stream at 5.
Well, your time sense isn't the only thing that's fucky lucky.
Well,
I kind of wish I was working from home. I've got something that arrives.
is that less of an option for you in particular or something?
I think my counterpart is working from home today.
So you alternate, I guess?
Yeah. One of us has to be at the office.
Most
Thank you.
terraforming and retrofitting of security checkpoints on Talon 4 is complete. Continue to research the alarming epidemic of breaches by local creatures. Your records show no unauthorized entries, so we must presume the creatures are either slipping in undetected during daily personnel moves, or else finding their way through subterranean tunnels. We have found many small breaches of this latter sort and plugged them wherever we can, but it is unlikely that we will ever achieve full extermination within our current timetable. We've codified the found energy source as Phazon, a V-index mutagen, which we have very little reliable data. Indications point to a meteor of unknown origin impacting approximately 20 years ago, expelling Phazon into the environment. This material appears to possess life-like characteristics, mutating organic life forms strong enough to withstand its poison. These mutations appear promising, with abrupt evolutionary leaps appearing in a single generation reproduction. Plans to establish a full science team, LN4, are being finalized.
That's a hot one.
Hello! Good morning.
Ah,
Good morning.
good horning.
Had weed-induced sleep last night, so I feel fun.
You lost packets.
Mining operations have begun near the crater where Phazon appears to be most concentrated. Daily Phazon yields have increased 44%, and our mining system becomes more streamlined as personnel and equipment flows increase. Several incidents of Phazon-induced madness have been reported, prompting augmented life support regulations in the deeper chambers. Symptoms include loss of equilibrium, erratic respiration, muscle spasms, and in most extreme cases, hallucinations. Timeline reassessment for the refinery operation is recommended, as the material proves more unstable than initial analysis indicated.
Oh, are you on Prime now?
Yeah,
Oh, when was that fast, eh?
well, here's the thing. I ended up giving up on the final boss, the Mecha Ridley, because it was just too small and I was getting frustrated. It's the little weakness area is just too small to hit.
Fair enough.
I got pissed off.
The time is 6:46 a.m.
But with you, it might have been dawn o'clock.
Well, that's the secret. Every hour is that.
It's hard for me to tell how actually late in the game you are.
Well, to give it this way, the last boss I fought was the Big Sheegoth. Good morning, Ty. How you doing? Welcome on in. We just went through Zero mission. I had a bit of a pitiful ending with it because I could not beat the Mecha Ridley fight with it. Oh well. But it was a fun little romp.
Actually, I think in the first game, it was just Ridley at the time. I don't think Mecha Ridley comes until.
No, it was a
Metroid.
robot Ridley.
Oh, what?
Yep.
Timeline's weird.
Well, Ridley is a narcissist.
Actually, I don't even know if it's a narcissism thing. I think it's more like people are doing shit and reviving it.
Our initial tests exposing Talonvor's indigenous parasites to Phazon appear to be successful. Increases in strength, size, and aggressiveness are common in all test subjects, as well as unforeseen evolutions with additional poison stacks within the abdomen and the appearance of a second ring of mandibles in several subjects. These creatures were chosen because of their resilience, and it appears possible, given enough exposure, they may one day be able to survive on any planet we transport them to. Our methods will have to be refined. We currently have a 100% extinction rate after the 4th infusion period, and most survivors of the 3rd stage are so violent and uncontrollable that they have to be euthanized. Even still, we remain hopeful that further experimentation will result in success. Makes sense, Ty. Research Outpost Glacier 1 in Quindrana Drifts region of Talon 4's mountains is operating at 85% capacity. Sub-zero temperatures have made the Metroid sluggish and easy to control, even those well into Phazon infusion cycles. Cold containment stasis tanks are sufficient for the juveniles, but some of the larger Metroids have been moved to quarantine caves for safety purposes. Security doors remain an issue as malfunctions due to ice occur every day. Large predators in the wastes are also a concern. They continue to kill personnel and breach secure areas. Unfortunately, it has become clear that our containment teams cannot neutralize all of them without vast increase in munitions and soldiers. Right. Yep. They're all good, honestly. I was gonna be saving this till December, but there was a change of plans. I think most people here probably agree it was a good idea.
The Prime series is one of the series that most people actually know Metroid from, because whilst it was still really cool back then with Super Metroid, people kind of were really into first person shooters since that same era, so like platformers were slowly coming off of being sought after.
Yep.
So when Prime came out, people are like, "Oh, this is from Nintendo and it's a first-person shooter. Holy shit!"
Yep, though it's mostly an adventure game first. And yes, it's an awesome game, Philip.
I prefer Super Metroids.
Ugh. Phazon mining is underway. Several garrisons have been established, and terraforming of the Chozo ruins is underway. Security systems are operational, and the science team continues to make progress in their biotech research. The Fajana Drifts have proven to be an optimal location for research headquarters, and soon it will be joined by a fully operational combat base and starport. If Command's predictions are half true, this shall rise to dominance in this sector within a decacycle. Truly, these are glorious times. Well, honestly, one of the problems is that Nintendo doesn't seem to invest much into Metroid because until Dread, let's be honest, it wasn't the biggest. It was a bigger seller outside of Japan than it was at home, and even then, it didn't sell too many. You have a safe trip to work, okay? Doodles. Scans of the spiral sector detected a massive energy spike emanating from a Wanderer-class planet, identified as Talon 4. Scout reconnaissance was immediately dispatched to the center of the spike. A land mass at heading mark 400802, returning with planetary samples, atmospheric imaging. Analysis shows the energy source to be an unstable, radioactive material of enormous potential. We are unable to form an accurate risk assessment at this time. We are unlikely to find an energy source this powerful again. Analysis will continue, but currently Talon 4 appears to be a viable secondary headquarters. Ugh. But yeah, Dread sold gangbusters compared to the rest of Metroid. Because they actually did a good advertising campaign this time, apparently.
One thing that I do like about Metroid, even though it's like bare bones a little bit for their puzzle solving, is that every upgrade that you get is continuously used entirely throughout, the actual thing, entirely used throughout the game. So it kind of actually beats out Zelda in that kind of game design.
The super missile! Honestly, I like the way this game did super missiles more.
Charge beam, then fire?
Well, here's the thing. I like it because it's not a separate ammo pool. Which I think is stupid.
I did find it weird initially, though, in this game that the B button was jump.
Well, it kept up the B before A that Nintendo's always been known for.
Well, I mean, in Mario Sunshine and all the other games I played, A was usually jump.
Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. The fuck? Controller, what are you doing?
Oh, yeah.
Remains of the biosphere is slowly fading due to exposure of photosine radiation. At current rate of decay, it will be a wasteland within approximately 25 years.
Sad.
Planet Zebes.
Oh, Zebes.
Primarily earthic ore, making it ideal for subterranean construction. Zebes is inhospitable to most bioforms. The world is considered unremarkable until space pirates came by. Bormine 2. Uninhabitable wasteland, savaged by nuclear dust storms and constant seismic upheavals. Twintabula. Best known for twin fever, a disease caused by a viral strain native to Twintabula. Early stages of the disease, victims suffer from double vision. When the twin sight fades, the victim is near death.
Forgot how dark Metroid is.
Planet Billium. Quarantine. Atmosphere is rife with Midiralis, sentient gaseous global exterminator virus.
Oh.
Well,
Sentient gas. Scary. That's a fart cloud that knows things.
Thanks, I hate it.
You're welcome. It was given to you free of charge. You can't return it. You don't have to accept it. But it can't be refunded.
So I just looked for Shadow Tower on PSN. It doesn't look like they sell it anymore.
Not Shadow Tower Abyss. Which is the one that I wanted.
Oh, the one. It's the one FromSoft game that has like guns in it, right?
Yes.
Not even the original Shadow Tower.
Nope.
Yeah, the original Shadow Tower. Didn't hear great things about it.
There's a ton of games that are rare that would be interesting to try, but people want to charge absolutely ridiculous prices for.
It's because they're rare.
Yeah. Kind of makes you want to go back in time and just buy an entire case of them, and then first make sure all your friends that want a copy have one.
Individually drive up the sales numbers of certain games to make them more popular so that people will buy them, and then in the future those people who want to sell games that are rare would lose out on a shit ton of money retroactively.
Actually, you know, that would be awesome. To just take all those rare games that are actually good and then make them insanely popular while they're actually released. Granted, that would have a knock-on effect that might be kind of weird.
Yeah, Dragon Quest might be more popular here. We might actually get Dragon Quest 9.
I mean, 10.
Sorry, Dragon Quest 10. Or Dragon Quest 9 re-release.
I still don't like Dragon Quest IX.
That's okay.
Bleh.
Ah, yes. I hate those things. The carpet cleaners turned evil.
Oh, I think that was a load zone. What the fuck?
Yeah. I want to say though, it's actually very impressive that this entire research facility expands most of the actual planet itself rather than, you know.
Ah! Really? Won't let me do it unless I have extreme heat.
Yep.
Like, if it just let you do half this shit without having to backtrack completely, if you... It wouldn't be so...
I was wondering for a second, like, what? I'm looking at all the B weapons in the Metroid series, and like, here's some ones I haven't heard. It's like, oh, it's Prime Hunters, the one I never fucking played.
Prime Hunters, I don't think is necessarily bad, but it's like, why bother?
The story, I guess?
No, it's not even that good. Awkward control scheme, too.
Wasn't Hunters primarily a tech demo for the 3DS anyway?
I'd say it's better treated as one.
The multiplayer was fun, apparently.
Sentient fart clouds are horrifying. That's funny.
I never get to play it multiplayer just because population density in the US where I was time was not enough to find.
Oh, I played online with it for hunters. I sucked at it.
I suck at video games. Full stop.
At video games or it's not fair. I don't know you well enough yet.
Oh, I totally forgot about that beam. So I was confused on what other beam there was.
But yeah, Metroid are a lot easier to kill in this game than they are in some of the others. Well, yes and no. You don't need a specific beam anymore. The reconstruction of Geoform 187, codenamed Ridley, was recently completed after his defeat on Zebes. Command ordered a number of metagenetic improvements for him. Though aggressive, we were able to implement these changes in a cycle. The metamorphosis was painful, but quite successful in the end. Early tests indicate a drastic increase in strength, mobility, and offensive capability. Cybernetic modules and armor plating have been added as well. We believe our creation, now called Meta Ridley, will become a mainstay of our security force, a job he will certainly relish. 50% of all logs downloaded. Initial transfer of Metroids to Talon for research facilities has become completed. 3 were terminated in an incident at the landing site, but the others were pacified and transported safely. Initial Phazon infusion testing is underway. We are eager to observe the effects of Phazon on Metroids, especially their ability to absorb and process the energy given off by Phazon sources. Early research suggests a considerable growth in power and size. Whether the creatures stay stable or after remains to be seen.
Alright, I'm gonna get this to work.
Have a good one.
Don't
Don't- Don't kill any co-workers that give you a hard time. It's very difficult.
There's only one that I have trouble with.
Don't kill them.
E-Tank!
And he's in sales.
Oh!
Sneaky space pilot. Bitte.
Metroid dissection continues to provide more questions than answers. The research teams have isolated the energy conduits that run from the invasive twin mandibles, the energy core of the creature's quadripartite nucleus. The manner in which a Metroid actually extracts the life force from its prey remains an utter mystery. The victim does not lose blood or any other vital fluids, and yet the Metroid extracts energy, identifying this energy as our central problem. It takes no physical form, and yet without it, the victim dies. We will continue to research the matter, as the isolation of this life-giving essence would be the key to our ascendance. Studies of Metroid biology continue. Though with limited progress, it seems likely that we will be much more successful using the Metroids for our means, rather than trying to reproduce their powers. If they could be adequately tamed, we would have no need of a proper understanding of their metabolism. All force of discipline Metroids could wipe out entire armies. Once we find a way to shield them from cold containment weapons, they will be invincible. Furthermore, if we could harvest the energy they've consumed, we would have a near limitless source of power at our disposal. Confidence is high regarding Phazon applications. We know enough about Phazon now to begin combining it with space pirate DNA. The code name for this venture will be Project Helix. Preliminary studies indicate that Phazon infusion could produce radical new pirate genomes. Benevolent mutation levels are high in current test subject. Phazon madness is a concern, but refinements in the infusion process should reduce or neutralize the odds of mental degeneration. Fuck! Alright, this is going to be irritating.
Orc.
Or
Orc. Bingo! on. Normal visor interfaces will be sent to quarantine area. Useful for those involved in the transportation of unstable test subjects.
I want whatever technology is keeping Samus cool in fursuit at this moment in time, because if we had that technology, people could wear fursuits all the time.
Probably her undersuit, along with atmospheric controls for.
I don't know about that.
I imagine that would make fursuits even more expensive than they are already.
Adam Savage, he actually made a refrigerator suit to go under some of his cosplays because, like, when he was playing, I think he was playing, he had a refrigerator suit under that.
You're what?
Like, yeah, costume. I don't know which one he had it under. But it's
Is
basically the
it
same
when he
technology
was
that-
going around Comic-Con in his own spacesuit?
I think so. I don't.
Because
have
I
his
know
costume.
he got really, really uncomfortably hot in that one and had to take it off a few times to make sure he didn't get heat stroke.
There was one that he was wearing a refrigerator suit on.
I still think it sounds like it says Yum Yum 3.5.
I don't... what?
The visor sounds like it's saying Yum Yum 3.5.
Oh my.
The sound when you're using the visor.
Very strange one. I'm gonna dunk the Avali.
No. No.
I'm gonna dunk you like a dunkaroo.
No.
Yeah.
Bye bye, Metroid. Your existence has been banned. So I'm assuming that they do have Metroids in Dread, then. Because of course
Who
they do.
knows? Maybe Azir from League of Legends brought some with him. I don't know.
Boom. Here we go. There we go. Awesome.
Hooray for a save point.
it just kind of spiraled towards me like, oh,
Oh, the doors have been unlocked. Nice.
yeah. Open. The fuck?
It won't open with you on top of it.
There we go.
What is cool to know is that a space station like this, for those walkways, you know, they have the heated walkways. Shame that the floors aren't.
I'll heat your floors in a minute.
Oh, I would appreciate that, actually.
We're getting close to the end
Of what?
of the 12 hours.
Yep.
Oh,
Remember, it was a 12-hour stream.
yes.
Beautiful.
Oh. It's a shame I could have been near the end of it. You know, I had a good sleep, so
Well, I mean, you're usually supposed to come, so.
yeah, I guess so. I like that Samus' suit has adaptive technology so that she can accept both mechanical and data-based upgrades.
who remembers this one?
I do. Yeah.
I don't. I never got this far into this game.
Time to fight the rock lobster.
No. Hold on. Is it that one? This one? Oh, I thought this one was the space kitty.
No, this is Thardus.
Shardus?
Thardus.
Actual fuck.
Yeah. Shardus.
Hedgie's got something on the brain, and I'm gonna ask him questions.
Well, it's a creature made out of rock shards. It's Shardus. That's what's up. Dragon Age Inquisitions on Origin.
You can get Dragon Age Origin on Inquisition.
On Origin. On Origin.
You can get Dragon Age Inquisition on Origin, but can you get Dragon Age Origins?
No.
Can I get it from the Jimquisition show?
Maybe. You can get Control on GOG.
I haven't watched their content in a long time. Control seemed like it was a little too long for its own good. Its own concept was like, only had so much gameplay potential. Kind of dragged it out to make it more artsy. That's the impression I got watching a full playthrough, was like, this game feels like it should have ended 4 hours ago, but yet it's still going. By the way, first time I ever read a science fiction TTRPG, I used this boss music. Because Metroid is kind of good for that kind of like space horror theme music.
Oh look, it's rolling around.
It's the beat of sound. It's around. And then there's the even better version. Remixed with your favorite Martian. That was so hard.
That's not fair. You can call down lightning.
over, I think I'm gonna call it a bed. I am very low energy today.
Less than an hour until I have to drive off to work.
Yep, this is Prime.
I can't hear Morgan's, but his subtitles are still popping up.
There we go.
There we go.
I was focusing.
Strange.
Oh, bonk. I love that last part.
Dunk.
It's like that one last insult.
Is that a spider ball?
Yeah.
Of course it is. It's the only way
Spooder
out.
ball. Ah!
Spoder.
The itsy bitsy spider went up the magnetic track. I can't make it work.
The itsy bitsy Samus went up a metallic track. She went home and got on crack. I mean, what?
I don't know.
I don't know. After what she's been through, I wouldn't blame her.
Most wouldn't.
She watched her parents get killed by a space pterodactyl and then got taken in by unfeeling bird people, who then ascended to another fucking plane of consciousness.
I don't think was it necessarily that they were completely unfeeling?
They were like Vulcans.
Or they just didn't really manifest outward emotions all that much?
They didn't manifest outward emotions. They had like mastered their own logic like Vulcans, like they had mastered their emotions.
Doesn't mean they wouldn't be happy or anything.
Yeah, I mean, like it's shown in Star Trek that Vulcans have emotions; they just don't show them.
But when they finally crack, ooh, hoo, 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 hoo.
Like Tuvok has had times when his logic has failed him, and you find out that he does actually consider those around him to be friends, and he cares about them. He just isn't outwardly expressive about it.
Magmore Cavern.
There's also I mean, Spock isn't a great example because Spock is half human.
No, he isn't. A good example, I should say.
There haven't been a whole lot of like Vulcan main characters. There's been Tuvok and T'Pol, I think, are the only full Vulcan crew members out of like the older Star Treks before the new wave. Because yeah, Spock's half human. I actually find the whole storyline with Spock to be really sad because the entirety of his character arc is him coming to terms with the fact he has human emotions. He doesn't just have the Vulcan emotions that can be so easily repressed and are volatile. He also has human emotions.
Which are less easily defined.
And he comes to realize that Kirk is his best friend, and the Wrath of Khan, his sacrifice, is kind of the culmination of his character arc. And then they find him later, and he's essentially been reset back to the start. I think they could have done more with that, though, because they only really explored it in the movies, and let's be honest, The Undiscovered Country is not a very good movie. Though I will say Star Trek The Voyage Home is an amazing. We got into Star Trek from the Chozo, though. Them Chozo bros.
Wait, you forgot how you got to it?
I didn't forget. I was like, for a second, I was like, that was a long way that we went. That was via neurodivergence.
I think it was measured.
I find it really weird when some people can't kind of understand the way that some people think, where it's like, how did you get to this topic from this topic? And then I can give you the entire roadmap. And they're like, how do you go like from topic to topic like that? And my brain is like, how else would you have a conversation? And I get really confused.
Well, it's like because it's when I experience shit like that, to me it's like I'm having a conversation with myself in my head. It's like, oh hey, that reminds me of this, and then it's like, oh wait, that also reminds me of this.
Yeah. Although sometimes for me, I just kept moving from. I kept talking in one incredibly unbroken sentence, moving from topic to topic, so nobody had a chance to interrupt. It really was quite hypnotic.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite Star Trek quotes.
Aha! Energy tank is mine.
Hooray.
Bum, bum, bum. Oh. Yay!
I shall lay upon the hedgie.
Yay. because I'm probably gonna use up all my memory on
Yeah.
what I'm doing right now, but I think it's worth a shot to try this.
What do you do?
I'm trying to make. So I like to do Pico CAD, right? But there's also a challenge where it's like Pico CAD daily, and today's challenge is golden. So I'm just thinking, what the fuck should I do for that? I'm thinking
Gold what?
the challenge today for Pico CAD daily is gold. So, like,
Well,
I was thinking, what should I do for that? And what came to mind was dragon, and then it's like, how do dragon? How would you do that?
how about a
It's
node
like,
of gold ore for a game?
that would work, but I'm going to do dragon. I'm going to do a dragon. But the thing is that it's.
Or how about a
Oh,
cobalt mining ore?
it's not that easy. I'm doing a dragon. But the thing is that like I'm probably gonna use up all my memory because it only lets you do it like in 16 kilobytes. So, here we go.
So,
Hey, fucker.
Author, do you like dragons?
Dragons are pretty cool. I don't like the bad ones though.
I'm
Bonk!
gonna be dragging these tits across your face in a minute.
Ooh.
I just gave that thing a hell of a migraine, didn't it?
That poor fire worm thing. What did it ever do to you?
It existed.
Tried to kill.
What the fuck is sociopath?
Yeah.
How very gamer.
That wasn't very gamer of you.
That wasn't very gamer, Chad.
Bye-bye! Dun 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 dun.
Gee,
Yeah.
why me always tired?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Beats me.
Anything that beats you has to go through me, actually.
Well, I'm very flattered that you would do that for me. Thank you.
Be your princess in shining pleather.
Inky.
Pleather's not kinky. Pleather is eco-friendly.
Get buttered.
Buttered? What?
Yeah, what does being buttered have to do with it?
I don't know. Hello, Slushy. How you doing?
So there's a possibility G Fuel's gonna restock the peach iced tea flavor.
Awesome.
Hawthorne, do you like the idea of that flavor?
I do like iced tea, and I do like peaches.
Hey, it's a really good flavor. I might send you some.
Oh, that sounds really good. I like that. Thank you.
The Game Awards. As long as I think it's great as long as something like as long as it has some very heavy presence of indie games.
Psychonauts 2 is gonna be there.
I mean, to be fair, Disco Elysium won a bunch of awards. Was it last year or the year before?
All I'm saying is I kind of want I'm kind of done with games like Last of Us hogging the spotlight.
Yeah.
What do you think came out this year that was like big?
Don't know.
What even did
Metroid?
come out?
This year was a fucking blur.
I haven't even
Join
processed
the fucking
2020
club.
yet. Don't even ask me if I actually know what's happening this year.
Hey, if you guys would like some existential dread, I'm here to remind you closer to 50 than we are to 1990.
Okay.
That's not existential for me, but thank you for trying.
There's a lot of people who like hear that and they're like, please don't remind me.
What? Because you're telling them that their that their biological clock is ever ticking down.
More that we're closer to the fucking like fantasy future we've been like talking about for so long than we are to our nostalgic past. Back in the 90s, when men were men and women were women, people were racist.
Unfortunately, people are still racist.
I know.
And we still haven't got any flying cars.
Honestly, do you think with how people are on the road that we could really handle flying cars?
Yeah, honestly, and those flying cars would probably be made of literal cancer. Like, we'd find the most toxic element on Earth and somehow find a way to make that into flying cars. Because of course we would. Elon Musk would be like, oh yeah, this flying car thing, it sounds really cool, but we can't make them out of pure mercury, so no. Mercury.
I love my Mercury.
What about my milk?
Man, I would love some of your mouth. Mouth, please.
Okay, let's go get a cart.
Cool.
I'll be my 2%. So I put my tea.
The way that I'm building this dragon is gonna look fucking cute.
You know,
So I'm gonna have it in like the teddy bear pose and holding a coin. See if it actually works. But
you know what I really want? I want a soy chai latte from Star Biggles.
we can't afford Star Bagels, honey.
I want to go to Star Fox and get a soy boy latte.
Also, that's another series Logan should do. Star Fox.
I don't know how much there really is to play of Star Fox. I kind of feel like the N64 is like the definitive one.
The
Assault
one that I
and Star
played was
Fox 2
Assault.
are okay. Assault and Star Fox 2 are okay. I'd argue Star Fox 1 is aged about as well as a banana.
It is about as well as a banana. Ah, cool, Slushy. I ended up getting Xbox Series X.
I have a Switch because I'm a Nintendo stan. Though I'm one of those people who, like, is always tempted to buy their stuff despite the fact they're being scummy as shit. But I end up not doing so, so I don't know if I'm, like, completely a stan. Like, I was tempted to get the Nintendo Online, like, expansion pass. But then I was like, no, I should just buy the Animal Crossing DLC separately, and then just play the N64 games I already own. Because the pass is ridiculously expensive, and, like, the only thing I'm really getting out of it is a DLC that I'd rather buy and some Genesis games.
Alright, I need to go find a save spot.
Oh wait, we did 12 hours.
Yay.
It.
It is now in overtime.
Ooh. I'm
Well,
suffering slowdown, but I haven't.
Maybe it will, I don't know. But honestly, I'm probably not going to be playing it for a very long time because I have less and less interest in buying a PlayStation 5 now.
I think Ratchet and Clank is, like, among the 2 games that I actually want a PS5 to play, and one of the other ones was kind of confirmed for PC and then deconfirmed, so it might come out for PC anyways.
Well, here's the thing. Sony sees dollar signs. And you know what? Every time I hear a PlayStation fanboy screech about something coming to PC, I giggle inside. Because Sony has been so anti-consumer lately that I honestly want them to get knocked down a peg. And then bent over the nearest rock.
So extreme there, bro. Yeah, I want Demon Souls on PC.
Yeah, that would be nice.
And Bloodborne, honestly.
Yep, was just about to say that.
Because let's be honest,
Because-
they're not making many software sales currently on doing console only.
If you look at the mods that have started coming out for Dark Souls 3, people could mod Bloodborne to have actually good multiplayer, I bet you.
I would
In other
love
words,
to
mod out
actually-
the bullshit the builds people make. Anyway, so there we go. It is now time to consider a raid as we have hit past the 12-hour mark at this point. So let's go ahead and see who is currently on, shall we, guys? Who are the beans that are online? I see a goofball I want to raid. Alright. See here. We're gonna have some more shooty stuff for you. I've never heard of rock candy, I'm afraid. Slushy? Who are they? What are they playing? Animal Crossing? Nah.
Boring.
Well, boring to me. I know it's not boring for everyone else. If it was something other than Animal Crossing, I'd probably say yes, though. Let's see. If we're gonna go with another Nintendo one, I think I'm gonna go with Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. And I found someone who is just starting soon. Alrighty. So, we are going to go ahead and here are the socials. We have Twitter, and we also have the Discord, both for our communities to know when we go live, etc. So, be here. We're gonna go boop someone who is coming on just now. They're doing their Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Ah, no boop. Anyway. So, thanks all for coming. It was great having a nice little long stream with you guys. And that was a lot of Metroid. Wow. So, be seeing you next time. We'll probably be doing Majora's Mask, this, or I might start picking up Final Fantasy X again soon. Who knows? Till then, see you guys later. Stopping by. Rating now. Let's go ahead and give them an E. Just for now.